I think it's time for you to stand up for yourself. I think it's time for you to finally put an end to all the injustices in your life. You know what they are, right? Everybody has their own injustices, all those things that just keep you up at night, you know? All those things with they're wrong, that somebody has wronged you in some way, and you just don't get back to them, and it just eats away at your soul, Just feel it, Remember all the times you were wronged in your life. Remember all those moments in your life where you were faced by an injustice and you did not act accordingly. You did not stand up for yourself. You did not stand your own ground. Remember, there's so many times in each and every single one in everyone's life there is a moment. There's there's so many moments, not just one, bro. There's like plenty of moments in which we've all been wronged, in which we've all been put down, we've been fucked over by someone or something. Remember all the hate and anger that you've been secretly just building up inside of you because of those things. Just think about it. It is, it's there. You know it. It is there. And remember all those times when you were wronged by another person, for example. Somebody talked shit about you, and you knew what you had to do, right? You knew that you had to stand your ground, be up there, be your fucking own man, right? Be your own man. Yet you didn't do it. Remember how much just regret and pain and anger just built up inside of you because of that. Remember how much bro, there's things which you know as well, bro. Everybody out there knows those things. Like those things, those times when you were wronged and you just remembered them like years later. It's like these things that never truly leave your mind. They're always there. They just come up at random times. So like this 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 thing came up in my mind as I was thinking about this video. But there's like all those people on a fucking making memes about it and having fun, like, oh, you remember the time you're in the shower, and then you just suddenly start thinking of all the shit you should have told that person a while back, and you're just, yeah, people are having a laugh about it while they're just secretly trying to hide away the fucking misery that they feel. They're secretly trying to hide away the fact that they are unconfident. They're just incapable of standing up for themselves. They're just trying to make a joke out of it. It seemed funny to me 2 years ago that, like, that joke, that meme that people used to put out. Now it's just fucking sad, bro. Those people, instead of actually putting in the mental work to think about that problem and to fix it, you know, they just laugh about it on the internet, bro, because that's much easier than actually changing something in yourself, modifying something in your brain. And you know how much you just hate those things. Like, you have those regrets, those things, all those fucking injustices that have been made to you, and they just bug you all the time, bro. I mean, they just pound at your fucking head, bro. Especially when you're not even like thinking, you're not even like supposed to think about them. So you're just spending time with your family, or you're with your girl, or you're with your friends or something, and you're having a good time. You're spending time with them, spending quality time, right? And that fucking a thought like this comes up in your mind, and it just ruins your mood, and you just out of nowhere you just start being like more sad, or you start being more angry, or it's a shame, to waste a social event like that, social opportunity like that with shit like this, bro. It's a fucking shame, man. Stop that regret that you feel from controlling your happiness and confidence. Because all those things that you at the back of your mind, bro, you might be thinking, oh, just because some guy out there talked shit to me, or there's some guy out there who wronged me in some way, and I did not act on it, bro. I'm like the tougher guy. That's what everyone wants you to think. That's another implanted belief. I've talked about it in recent videos. That's another belief that's been just implanted in your mind by society, about the people out there, that you shouldn't like stand up for yourself. This is like such a feminine belief, that you should not try to dominate the other man. While that man he fucking dominates you, like you're just like, for example, let's say this guy is talking shit to you straight to your face, right? And you're just sitting there, you're like this. You're just looking at like a fucking. You're thinking you're cool. You think you're tough, bro. And this guy's just spitting shit at your face, like, bro. You just fucked yourself over, because you're gonna think of that event for the rest of your life. You're gonna be like, shit, bro. I could have like said some mean shit about that guy right then and there and shut his mouth. I could have stood up for myself, because while they're just sitting there like this, oh, yeah, okay, you're letting the cunt fucking push you over, run you over, do whatever he wants with you. There's probably gonna be other people around, right? And if not, it's just gonna be your own brain present. You've just secretly, you've just lost respect for yourself. Your brain lost respect for you, so you see yourself less now, because you did not stand up to this man. And other people around you, although everybody says this shit, everybody's like, I'll just be the tougher guy, you know be the tougher man, don't fight back, don't fight back. They say this shit, but they're the same people, who, when something like this happens, they're like, why didn't you fight back? Why didn't you say anything? Or they might not say it because they don't want to act like hypocrites, but it's in their fucking mind, bro, and they just lose respect for you. And you're like, what are you supposed to believe, right? Are you supposed to believe that you should be the tougher guy, or should you stand up for yourself? And I'm telling you, stand up for yourself. Fuck being the tougher guy. Fuck being the tougher guy. That does not exist. That's just a fucking belief. That's just a fucking fictional story made up, that people are going to secretly think you're cooler because you're stronger, because you didn't like fight back, bro. If somebody's like fucking nagging you and he's just pissing all over you, or he's doing something that you don't like, and you're not taking action, you're a pussy. I was that pussy. I had people I had people in my life, especially it was mostly people, right? I had people, bro, in school, in like all kinds of places, bro, all those people who wronged me, because I was like low in the social hierarchy at that point. I had low status, had low confidence. So, it was like natural that those people, they wanted to like assert their dominance over me so they could, get me out of the game, you know? So they did this shit to me. I thought to myself, yeah, I'm gonna be the stronger man, because everyone in my fucking family, everyone, not in just my family, everyone around me, all right, told me, I talked to them about this shit, bro. Like, it's fucking nagging me. It's there, and I don't know what to do, bro. And they're like, don't fight back. God forbid you fight back, bro. That is unacceptable for you to fight back. Be the stronger man, bro. Be the tougher guy. Don't say anything. Just let the guy. He'll eventually go away. He'll eventually go away, bro. 7 years. The fucking people who wronged me, who talk shit in my face, they went away after 7 years. 7 fucking years. After I almost beat them up. That is when it happened. It did not happen like they said it would. Like, bro, these people didn't just talk shit to my face, and I was like, yeah, okay, they didn't like after. Oh shit, this guy is fucking. He's strong, bro. He's tough. He's the tougher guy because he didn't say shit back or he didn't like stand up for himself. No, they just thought to myself, what a fucking pussy. This guy's taking it like, they're actually fucking amused by it. Of course they'll keep doing it. And they did it for 7 years. Until, you know what? One day, I literally had fucking. This was during my self improvement as well. During my self improvement, at some point last year, these people, they were just fucking me over. Like, they got, like, to the point where they were actually extra annoying. Like, they were extra pushing me over. They were extra being cunts. They were talking shit behind my back to a bunch of other people. They were just set out against me for some reason, right? They probably are still, but who gives a fuck now? But back then, I was, bro, and I had to spend like almost every single day with those people because they were like, I'm practicing a sport. I'm practicing a sport with them. So, and we have like practice daily almost. And I've seen them for fucking hours and hours and hours every single day. And I was just destroyed, because seeing those people there and knowing that they're talking shit about you and they're like just fucking you over, it's like fucking dwelling on your mind, bro. It dulls you. It fucking destroys your self confidence. And at that point, bro, after years of just shutting up and just being like this, being like closed body language, being a pussy around them, fuck you, bro. I ended up like at some point, they literally, what they did, like bro, like they got me in a fucking group chat with like 20 other people, girls, boys, all kinds of shit, from the same fucking like sports group that we were all in. They got me in there, and they started making fun of me publicly, so that everyone else joined in, and everyone else was just fucking me over. Right? And at that point, I was just destroyed because I did not know what to do. Like those people, they were literally just fucking talking shit, right? Like right even in front of me, bro. I was there and I was just too scared to type a message. That is how much of a pussy I was. I was too scared to type a message in to tell them to fuck off because I was scared. I was a pussy because my entire life I've been told, don't fight, don't do anything, don't stand up for yourself. Be a pussy. Be a pussy, bro. Things will change. Be a pussy. I was a pussy for 7 years. Nothing changed. Up until I got this fucking literal. At that point, I literally started having a breakdown. I literally started fucking crying my eyes out. Like I was with my parents in the car. I finished practice one day. And it just fucking dawned on me. I literally got in the car, right, and we were just driving home. It was silence, and I just fucking, I don't know what, my brain was just, you know, these thoughts, they don't leave your brain ever, and it. Like these thoughts, they kept nagging me for weeks and weeks. Like they were literally on me 24/7. I could not focus on anything else. I could not do anything. I felt so much fucking pain, and I had nobody in my life. Everyone who I talked to in my life told me, bro, you're stronger than that. You're stronger. You're better, bro. None of it fucking helps. If you have somebody telling you, bro, you're stronger than that, bro. Don't listen to those cunts out there, who are fucking talking shit right in front of you, bro. Just be the stronger man. Just like, yeah. Just do this and something will change. No, I kept doing that. 7 years passed, nothing changed. I was the fucking lowest. I was in the lowest out there. I was at the fucking bottom of the social hierarchy in that fucking sports group. The bottom. You have maybe you do, but I'm gonna say it anyway, bro. It feels fucking horrible. It is. It is such a traumatic experience to go through. To just be there and to literally have those fucking thoughts dwell on your mind. It's miserable, right? And so I literally lost so much dignity through all of that. And so I'm talking, you might be wondering, why am I going into so much detail about this, right? Because I want you to know that I felt this shit, firsthand personal shit. I'm talking about this to you because this is it. This is like such a prime example of it. You know, so yeah, I got it. I was up until that point, like I fucking had a breakdown at some point and just started fucking crying, just destroyed, right? Fucking absolutely no more anything. I was done, bro. I did not want to continue doing anything. I did not want to. I was just fucking done. I just wanted to stay indoors and waste my life away at that point. Like that was my mental status at that point in time. Although I was on self improvement, although I was trying to do all those things, although I was doing them, although it just felt fucking horrible because of those people, who were just on in my the they were in just in my mind 24/7, right? So at that point, not even self improvement helped. Like not even like the actions of self improvement got me out of that rut. You know what got me out of that? It was my dad actually. Up until this point, he actually went with the idea that, bro, you should be the stronger man. You should not say anything. It's gonna help you, right? Those people are gonna eventually go away. Well, they didn't. At this point, he's seeing it in front of me, like seeing me fucking crying my eyes out, like destroyed, fully destroyed, right? And he said, you know what he tells me? Talk to those guys. You say what the fuck is on your mind, and if they are still bullshitting you, punch them in the fucking face. Just, just like that. And I was fucking amazed when I first heard that because up until that point, I was like, what? I can do that? I was just like, I fucking actually do that? What? It's so stupid. Like 7 years of my life, almost half of my life at that point in time, I was just told, don't fight back, and then suddenly, bro, punch the fucking fuckers in the face. That's a bit of a discrepancy, isn't it? So after this, I'm still just scared about it. I'm still after a few days passed after that incident, so I'm scared. I'm like this. I have all these doubts because again, my entire life I've been conditioned to believe that just sitting on my ass and doing nothing and just being like a fucking pussy, is better than actually being a fucking man. Yeah. So I was still fucking debating the truth. I was still scared. I was going to like this sports practice and everything, just being fucking fucked out of my mind. Like I could not focus on anything. I was just a horrible, horrible time, right? And then one day I finally made up the courage and I went, like those people, they were actually just laughing about me right then and there, and I literally, this is the best way to do anything. If you truly don't want to do it, just don't think about it. Like clear your mind of anything and then just literally do it. instantly just take action. Command your brain to think to do those things. That is what I did. I stopped anything, any thought in my mind, and I literally just, okay, I stood up, I went over to those guys, and I told them, what's so fucking funny? What is so fucking funny, you cunts? You're laughing about me. What's so fucking funny? And they were still laughing, they were giggling, they're like, oh, nothing, bro, it's fine, don't worry about it. They acted all fucking smart about it up until I started actually fucking shouting. I was like, bro, what the fuck is your problem? And I started getting aggressive, and I could see the fucking change on their face, bro. This guy, at this point, one of the dumbasses, bro, he looks at me and is like, bro, are you gonna beat me up, bro? He's like looking at me like with a fucking dumbass. He's like, bro, are you gonna beat me up, bro? Are you gonna beat me up? And then I literally just ended up fucking pushing him onto the ground at some point. I was ready to just. And I still regret the fact that I didn't do it earlier. Because at that point, the coach, he saw what was going on. He fucking got in there. He interrupted what was going on, and talked to him about everything because he did not know what was going on. I did not tell him because he wouldn't have done anything. And at this point, I guess things changed because after that, they never really. Nah, we don't even talk anymore, right? I'm still going to practice. I'm still doing all those things. We don't talk anymore. I don't have any sort of interaction with them. But if anything like this ever goes up again, and I vowed to myself. I made like a silent vow, to just never take this shit from anyone again. I vowed to myself, I fucking promised myself that if this shit would happen, maybe with the same people, with other people, if they started being fuckers, I would fucking do what was needed. And you should do the same. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to feel like a fucking man. Because, the feeling of dominating another man, especially in a situation like that, in which they stood over me for years, for half of my life, they literally just walked all over me because I was a pussy, because I was encouraged to be a pussy by society, by my parents, by my family, by everyone, you know? And I don't blame my parents. I don't blame my parents for it. They always tried to do what's best for me, and that's it, bro. That's it. The end, they always tried to do what's best for me, and I love them for that, and I will be grateful for my dad because he told me that shit. Because if he wouldn't have told me, bro, punch the fucker in the face or something like that, I wouldn't have done it, and maybe I'd still be in that position, or maybe I'd be in a worse mental state of mind right now. Stand up for the dignity you're losing in those situations, and it might not even be something as serious as this, right? Maybe like there's like something that's going wrong in your life. Address the subject if you can. If it's possible, it's best to be respectful about it, right? If it's something that's not necessarily as shitty as this was, right? Because in a situation like this, how can you be fucking respectful? I'm never gonna fucking respect any of those guys again. For No, it's impossible for me to respect them. It's impossible for me to forgive, and I won't forgive. I find it unacceptable to forgive people like that. But if you have an experience in your life which is not that amazing, and you're trying to find like the reason why it's bad, what's going wrong with it, I think the best thing that you should do, in order to solve the issue, to get it out of your mind, because bro, after I had that experience, after a few days after, I was still like kind of insecure about it because I didn't know what was gonna happen. But then after I realized that those cunts, they were not gonna ever say shit to me again. And if they would, I made the vow that I would beat the fuck out of them. Yeah, I was free. I don't think about them now. I just the thought just came up in my mind as I was thinking about the video, right? But I don't think about them anymore. They're out of my mind. I'm free. I can focus on my self improvement properly now. I can do all the things that I always wanted to do without having some bullshit people in my mind, just getting in the way of it. You should do the same. If you have something that's bothering you, speak about it if you can respectfully. But if it won't happen, because, not in all cases, it won't happen in all cases, you need to be prepared to stand up for yourself in any way possible, because this is a fucking important decision, because things like these, bro, they trigger depression. Like, situations like these, if they're bad enough, they trigger depression, they trigger anxiety, they trigger PTSD, fucking all these things, right? They trigger those things, and they're ruthless. I believe that I got out of that experience with some sort of trauma, some mental trauma. I mean, it's definitely not as fucked as it used to be, but bro, I was so scared. Like, this sports practice, it got to the point where I was literally scared of it. I was terrified to go there. I was terrified. My fucking when I'd be on the car, driving to practice, my parents would drive me to practice, bro. My fucking heart would start beating fucking faster. Just knowing that I'd be there with those people, knowing that those people would start making fun of me and start making me feel like shit, bro. It just started beating faster. I was like fucking scared. I was scared. I was terrified. I was genuinely fucking terrified to go to practice. Now I don't feel it. Not anymore. Because I'm not I'm a different man now, because I know that whatever happens, I will not accept shit like that in my life. And never should you. If you want to truly become a masculine man, then you have to work. You have to work on this, and you have to build up that confidence inside of you. You have to stand up for yourself. You have to take the initial step, because the initial step is the hardest, and then it flows naturally, you know? Yeah, man. Stand up for yourself. Don't let anyone else get in the way of you. Like, in the way of your progress, in the way of your life. You're a fucking powerful, ambitious young man. Don't let anyone else tell you anything otherwise. Yeah, man. Cheers, bro. If you got something valuable out of that, I'll see you later, man. See ya.